Hey y'all, what I'm going to be doing today is installing a generator and hooking it to my panel. It's an easy process. Some of you can do it. Some of you best hire somebody to come in and do it. But I'll show you. It's really nothing to it. So let's get on with it. Okay, so the disconnect or the interlock is going to go right here. So I have to move these two breakers down here. So I'll get the cover pulled off and we'll go ahead and we'll do that. Okay, so I'm working on this panel live. These two black wires, if you touch them, they will bite you. But it's not going to be too bad. There's a 15 and a 20. I just have to splice some wire to those two hot wires right there and bring those two breakers down here. I'll be putting a 30 amp right in there, and something that I discovered. Okay, so my power's coming in right there through that LB, and apparently it is open to the outside because look at that wad of wasp and ladybugs we got down there. So I'm gonna have to fill that hole. Okay, so next you're gonna take your interlock kit, which part of it looks like this, and you'll take it apart and set it up here. And mark where you want your holes. We're going to drill those out and we're going to mount that thing on there. You want to mark it, you want to do it like this rather than look at the instructions, because they're a little bit wrong with this company. But anyway, we'll get that here in a second. Okay, so their instructions said this bottom plate was going to be right here, lined up with this right here. When in all actuality, it's lined up over here. So I've got to re-drill them holes. Okay, when you get it installed, it'll look like this. Here's the breaker. That's keeping it from flipping on. Whenever you need to, you'll push this up. You'll have to cut off the main breaker, and then this will flip up. And then you can turn on your generator. This keeps the guy from Ameren or Georgia Power, Florida Power, whoever, your municipality, keeps them from getting electrocuted while they're working on the lines while it's down and you've got power in your house. Okay, so this is the generator we're going to be installing. It's a DuroMax 5500. I have to do the math, but 4,500, that's more than we need to pull the house, except for the air conditioner during the summer. This would be good enough for, you know, to get us through a storm or whatever. Okay, so now I'm going to mount this receptacle right here. I'm going to poke out a 10 gauge wire right here, run it back into the panel, wire it into this thing right here. It's got 1, 2, 3 set screws that I got to hit, and then we'll be able to hook up the generator. I found that I was looking at the wrong place yesterday when I was filming in the basement. Instead of looking over here, I was looking over there. But whatever. Okay, so I finished doing that yesterday. I poked that 10-3 out of the wall, and I wired up that receptacle, and then I poked it into the in the panel, landed the ground and the neutral, and then I landed it on that 30 amp breaker that I had installed. It took me longer to put the wheels and the handles on that generator than it did to do the rest of the work. I didn't record any of that. I also didn't record hooking up the generator to the house and firing it up and transferring it over. It did work though. So anyway, you know, it's tax refund season, and a lot of people, they're going out and they're buying new phones, new clothes, new shoes, new whatever. We got a generator. I know there's some people going out and getting guns and ammo. That's fine too. You know, we're not prepping for the end of the world here or anything. We're looking at if a bad storm rolls through. Sometime during the fall last year, our power was out for 8 or 10 hours because somebody had run off the road and hit a power pole, and it took them that long to get power back up. Our municipality, they do run, they do have a backup generator plant, but it doesn't supply us. We're not on that circuit. It's mostly for businesses and stuff in the middle of town. So that's the reason we got this generator. If we need to, you know, we can go a couple of days. If I'm running on propane, I can run 12 to 14 hours on 15 pounds of propane. Or if I'm using 5 gallons of gas, it'll run about 10 hours. So, you know, that's what we're looking at. I just want to keep my refrigerator running, my freezer running, and my lights during the wintertime, my heat. And I did see an HVAC guy that had hooked up he called it a soft start on his air conditioner. I'm going to look into that. That way you can run your air conditioner. You have to back off of some other stuff, but you don't have that surge because you got that soft start. You know, and he was running his house on 30 amps. So, and that's what this thing is set up for. Maybe in a year or so, I'll look at spending the extra money and getting a 6K generator or 7.5K. And with that, I know that we can get 50 amp service into the house, and I'll just change out the receptacle and the breaker and be done with it. And that way we can run the whole house all the time on that thing, and I don't have to worry about the AC load. So anyway, that's all I got. Y'all have a good day, good weekend. God bless you.